In the heart of Isioma, a small village surrounded by rolling green hills and red dirt paths, lived a man named Obinna Okofo. He was known by everyone as the man with the golden heart. Obinna was a tall, gentle farmer, hardworking and humble. He lived with his beautiful wife, Ngozi, and together they had 12 children, 6 boys and 6 girls, each born a year apart like the rhythm of the seasons. Their home was always filled with laughter, songs, and the smell of roasted yam and palm oil. Ngozi was the light of the household, kind, strong, and always singing while pounding fufu or washing clothes by the river. Obinna would often say, "Ngozi, without you, the sun in my heart would never rise." But one year, tragedy came like a thief in the night. Ngozi took ill after giving birth to their 12th child, a baby girl named Chidinma. The village herbalist tried all he could, but her illness worsened. One evening, as the harmattan wind blew through the open windows, she called Obinna close and whispered weakly, "Promise me, you will take care of them, our children." Tears rolled down Obinna's cheeks as he held her cold hand. "I promise you, Ngozi. I will raise them, no matter what it takes." That night, Ngozi took her last breath. The next morning, the village was silent. Drums were beaten slowly as the people gathered to mourn. Obinna stood beside his wife's grave, holding baby Chidinma to his chest while the other 11 children clung to his legs, crying. Life after Ngozi's death became a mountain Obinna had to climb daily. With 12 children to feed, clothe, and send to school, he became both father and mother. At dawn, he would tie Chidinma on his back, take a hoe, and head to the farm. The older children, Chokudi and Kamsi, helped weed while the younger ones fetched firewood or water from the stream. When the sun set, they cooked together, ate from one large bowl, and sang lullabies Ngozi used to sing. Sometimes, at night, when the children slept, Obinna would sit outside staring at the moon, whispering, "Ngozi, I'm trying my best. Please, watch over us." Years passed, and the burden grew heavier. The children's needs increased: school fees, books, uniforms, food. Some villagers mocked him. "Obinna, why not send some away? You can't feed all 12, they said. But Obinna only shook his head. A father's love does not divide, it multiplies. He sold most of his goats and a small piece of land to keep them in school. On market days, he carried baskets of yam, palm oil, and vegetables on his head to sell. Some days, he would come home with nothing but a tired smile. The children, seeing their father's sacrifices, began helping more. Amarachi, the 3rd child, learned to sew. Emeka, the 5th, became an apprentice carpenter. Oloido, the 6th, sold akara at the market. They never forgot their mother's songs, and every Sunday evening, they gathered to sing her favorite hymn, "When peace like a river attendeth my way, even in poverty, they found peace." One rainy season, disaster struck again. The river overflowed, washing away Obinna's farm. All his cassava, yam, and maize were gone. He sat under the mango tree, holding his head in despair. "Papa, don't cry," said little Chidinma, now 5 years old, wiping his tears. "God will give us another farm." Her words reignited his strength. He started again, planting on a new piece of land given by the village chief. He worked from dawn to dusk, his hands cracked and blistered, but his spirit unbroken. Then came another challenge. Chokudi, the eldest, fell ill. Obinna spent sleepless nights at his bedside, feeding him herbs and praying. When Chokudi recovered, he told his father, "Papa, when I grow up," to be continued part 3. "Papa, when I grow up, I will make sure you never suffer again." Obinna smiled weakly. "My son, seeing you alive is already my wealth." Years turned into decades. One by one, the children grew and found their paths. Chokudi became an engineer in the city. Kamsi joined the army. Amarachi opened a tailoring shop. Oloido became a nurse. Emeka built furniture that people from other villages came to buy. Every success they achieved, they sent something back home: money, clothes, and gifts for their father. The once old, mud-walled house became a solid brick home with a new zinc roof. The village began to call Obinna Papa 12, the man who never gave up. He was no longer the poor widower, he was now the proud father of 12 grown, successful children. One December, all 12 children returned home for the first time in many years. The compound was full again, laughter, music, cooking, and dancing filled the air. Chidinma, now a beautiful woman and a teacher, held her father's hand and said, "Papa, today, you will rest. You've done enough." Tears filled Obinna's eyes as he looked around. "Your mother would be proud," he whispered. They built him a chair of honor, placed in front of the compound. The villagers came to celebrate him, the man who raised 12 children alone. The chief himself declared, "Let the story of Obinna Okofor be told for generations. He showed us that love can conquer loss, and hard work can turn sorrow into joy." That evening, as the sun set behind the hills, Obinna sat quietly watching his children dance. His heart was full. He smiled, whispered his late wife's name. "Ngozi, we did it." Then, with peace in his heart, he closed his eyes and rested, surrounded by the laughter of the 12 lives he had nurtured. Many years later, a statue was built in Izioma, the man with 12 children. Travelers came to hear his story, and mothers would point at the statue and tell their children, "That man proved that no loss is too great for love to heal." And so, the legend of Obinna Okofor, the man who lost his wife but raised 12 children to greatness, lived on forever in the hearts of the people.